John Robinson. I'm asking you questions.
Yes, sir.
My name's Mopo, and John Robinson is a big inspiration for me. Why hip hop, man? Why? Why hip hop? There's lots of music out there. Why hip hop?
No, I was born in the South Bronx, and the block parties were there. You know, my mom didn't know it, but her parties were with AJ Scratch and DJ Cool Herc and Grandmaster Flash, and she didn't know that she was literally growing up in hip hop. So by the time I came to the world, I was in the South Bronx. To see a block party, to see b-boying, to see graffiti art, to see the elements was every day. It was easy. It was there.
Dope.
And then I would even add to that and say, 5th grade, Jamal Thomas, one of my classmates, his family, his parents had an Ashford and Simpson style group called Thomas and Taylor. And one day they came to class for show and tell and showed us footage of them performing in Germany, in France, in the UK. And it blew my mind. And furthermore, Jamal was the cat who actually taught me how to write. Like, he taught me how to measure. We were in 5th grade. We wrote our first rhyme about crack. And spit it at the talent show. I was the shyest student in school. I probably said 3 words a year. But for some reason, writing that just brought me out of my shell. And I felt like that was really the way that I could just come out and express myself and not be shy.
That's dope.
Hip hop was it.
That's dope. Your writing process, your 3 must-haves for your writing process.
As weird as it sounds, coffee. Coffee. I don't know what it is, but coffee's important. Lately, I've been drinking that Marley coffee, that organic Marley coffee. I don't know. I like it. It's ill.
Not to be confused with Molly, the stuff that Miley Cyrus is doing.
Marley, like Robert Nesta. So yeah, definitely coffee. Sometimes jazz. Sometimes I'll listen to something real avant-garde, like Coltrane Interstellar Space, where it's just and like the tones and sound put me in this space where I feel creative, and I don't always write to beats. Sometimes I just blindly write to no beats, and then later put the words to a beat, form it around, and create the song. And the 3rd must-have is breathing, meditation. One of my things I do even before shows, some people see it, some people don't. I'll go in the corner and literally just and take like 9 deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And it just puts me in a calm space where I feel like I could just unleash my creativity. So those would be my
Sweet. What's your opinion of the current state of hip hop today? A lot of people say that it's not like, back in the day, whatever. What's your opinion?
I love it. And I love it just because it allows me personally and so many of my peers to really be superheroes, for lack of a better expression, and as hard as it is to be the superhero, it's harder to not be the superhero once you put that suit on. That's like you, Mo Pope, saying, I'm not Mo Pope anymore. It's harder for you to do that than to actually be Mo Pope. You know what I'm saying? It's harder for you to not be Mo Pope than be Mo Pope, is what I'm trying to say.
I hear that. Yeah,
so I feel like, that's what I would say about that. I would say I love the state. I love what it does for me. I love what it does for my peers. And I love that it makes the world small. Hip-hop is global. I mean, there's connections, there's circles that collide all over the planet, not just in the States, but other countries. There's people that we both know that we don't even know we know through music. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about it. And most of all, I would say the fact that it's still here. When it was created and put out into the world, a lot of people thought it wouldn't last more than 5 or 10 years. It's still here now, 40 years, and it's the gift and the curse. Hip hop is a beast. Hip hop is like that genre of music that you put it with anything, it becomes hip hop. That's why you have hip hop jazz, hip hop R&B, hip hop poetry, hip hop dance, hip hop electro, hip hop. Hip hop's a beast, so it just collides with whatever music it comes in contact with. The unfortunate part is it's been exploited and it's constantly being exploited, and the roots and foundation of the culture are no longer in the mainstream. So the newcomers don't really get to learn about what hip hop really is and what it's about and what it has been about for 40 years now. They only get to learn the surface of it. So for lack of a better expression, it's like your first time hearing jazz and I play you a Kenny G record and walk away. That's what's happening right now. Literally. That's what's happening.
I hear that.
You know
That's like
saying?
the best,
Yeah,
best
man.
description.
That's what's happening. It's
of what's
really
going on.
unfortunate. We're fortunate enough where we grew up where the mainstream was packed with substance, integrity, creativity, vibrant, everything. It was about being you. It wasn't about sounding like the radio. It was about sounding fresh, unique, and just being innovative. That's what the culture was about.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Last question. You're on an island. You can pick 3 records. Hip hop, rock, or otherwise.
Okay.
3 records. That's all you get. What are those 3 records?
Okay. So my hip hop record is Brand Nubian, All for One.
Oof, that works. One for all.
Let's see. I gotta take a Stevie Wonder record. So I would say Songs in the Key of Life. I'm taking that one.
That'll work.
And then I gotta take a jazz record. And jazz, I'll actually go obscure and say Archie Shepp, Attica Blues. Let's just take that. Just be like, peace, I'm on an island. There's so many records though, but that would be like punishment, really. But those are my 3 right off the top.
That's fantastic. Any shout outs or anything like that you plug in?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out
So
to Boston and Cambridge, Mass. That's where we at right now. Shout out to Mo Pope. Shout out to Rain and the whole crew. Shout out to the Brain Trust. And shout out to you, because you're watching this right now and you're tuned in to some real great ish. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, I try my best to not curse, because I want young people to hear this too. I don't want to have potty mouth. Yeah, shout out to all of you. Thanks for watching. And tune in to the next interview, and the next, and the next, and the next one. It's going to be a great thing. Peace.
Thank you, John.
Yep.